again to AA Home Gardening, guys. I'm back at the allotment. Today is the 22nd of September, just before summer finish. We're expecting some really cold weather, so I'm coming to harvest the rest of the pumpkins. So I'm going to go through. The first time I harvested a dozen pumpkin, so it was 12 pumpkin. So I'm going to go through and harvest all the rest of the pumpkins today, every single one, tiny, medium, all of them. So I'm going to harvest those today, and then I'm going to do a count to see how many pumpkin, and then we're also going to harvest the corn. Those corns are now way ready, really ready. I just didn't get around to harvest them in time. So I do have a couple pumpkin well, and then I'm gonna show you what's happening. I have chickpeas. I did plant some chickpeas in between the pumpkin. I think I planted it too late because I wanted it to fix the nitrogen in the pumpkin, because the pumpkin was changing color. But by the time I planted these, it was a bit too late. So now I'm gonna come and harvest the chickpeas as well. And then if you look in the corn section, we have some good sized corn as well. So I harvest one and show you the size. They're tiny. Some are tiny, so you can see like a tiny one here, but it's well formed. So I'll open it and show you. So I open it and show you guys. You can feel it's quite solid in there. Look at this pretty corn. Really nice and well filled out. Hopefully you can see it properly. And all the corn in here, so all the rest of the corn here have some good size corn. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to harvest all of those. And guys, yes, I'm going to come and weed the allotment as well today. It says weeding day, harvest day, every day in one. I have loads of dry kidney beans. I need to go and make some nice soup and rice and peas this weekend as well, because all of these have to be harvested today. So coming through and harvesting everything. So I take you on the journey as I go through and harvest. So I'm just gonna harvest the first 3 or so with you guys. Then I'm gonna go around and harvest every single one, and then we're gonna do a count. So remember, I just had 12 before. So we're gonna go a count and see how many pumpkin we get in total. So we're gonna run and see. So some of them is just medium size. So I'm gonna go and harvest the rest. Yes, look at the pumpkin, guys. Loads and loads of pumpkins. So I've counted about 35 so far. I don't think I counted all of them. So roughly say 35. The first one was a dozen. So that's like 47 pumpkins so far. I have a couple more at the house to go, and I need to count these properly and then give it the last figure. But yes, God is good. I have loads of pumpkin, and you can see the extra different color one came in. I only planted crown prince, so I'm going to cut into this one. I have a color at the house like this as well. I'm going to cut into it and see what it's like. But some nice medium size, some small ones as well. And then we started harvesting the sweet corn as well. As I said, these were tiny this year because of the drought, but even the tiny ones, guys, are fully formed. Really nice sweet corn. So I have some decent size, some tiny ones, some extra tiny one that's all formed out nicely as well. So I have a few dozen here as well, and then I need to go and harvest some more. Then I started harvesting the kidney beans. So I'm just going to take them like this home and then shell them while I'm home. So yes, guys, lot of harvests on the allotment for the ending of summer. And then I'm going to go over and harvest the pink fur potatoes and show you the harvest of those as well. So guys, we're after the pink fur potatoes. I've harvested loads already. So just digging up some more. Guys, these potatoes, they have a wonky shape, but they're so good. They're waxy, nutty, and nice. So I'm just going around harvesting these potatoes, and guys, look at I've harvested so far. Look at I've harvested so far. I found a little spot. Look at this one. So just wonky, they call it fingerling potatoes in America. So these are the fingerling potatoes. So I have some really good size here. Remember, I had two that I just put in a bucket at home, and they came out nice. So now I have loads more. Look at this one, guys. They're so wonky and weird, but they're nice. So the last time I roast them for the boys, really nice nutty flavor to it. So the ones that were exposed to the top, I didn't get to cover earth it up, so I'm going to plant these back. So all the ones with the green at the top, I'm going to plant those back. So that's the harvest so far. So I'm going to continue harvesting some more. Guys, more pumpkin escaping out of the polytunnel. You can see a pumpkin there. And then when I look at the top, there's a massive pumpkin. Hopefully you can see. There's a massive pumpkin just over there in the gap there. I can't go any further. Hopefully you can see. It's just right in the gap over there. So that's a good sized pumpkin right there. And then this is a popping corn. I'm not gonna harvest it today, even though I don't know if I'm gonna get it again because the weather is changing. But when I squeeze into it, it doesn't feel like there's anything much in there. And there's actually 3 coming up on this one, and they're looking nice. But as I said, 3 coming from this one as well. But it was sort of an experiment I was doing. I didn't plan to plant it, but now that I know the popping corn will grow next year, I'll plant it as early as the sweet corn so I can get time for maturity. So they're looking quite healthy. Nice popping corn there. So that's a popping corn patch. And now I've finished harvesting my pink fir, my fingerling potatoes. So that's most of what was there. And guys, imagine I started out with just 5 about this size there, and I was able to harvest from the house and now come back to the allotment, harvest some as well. So guys, you cannot run out of food. You get a little bit, you plant it on, and you continue to have harvest continually. And then we start tidying up already. So you can see the corn. Have a friend here helping out as well. So you can see the corn patch is now flat. So we're harvesting those, and my red kidney bean patch here that someone stepped on and have the peas on the ground. But even these guys, I'm not gonna waste them. So I'm gonna take up these and plant those back as well. So that's my kidney bean patch there. This is where the corn was, so just need to come back through now, fix it up nicely. And then my sweet corn patch, and guys, look at my chickpeas there, right there. So I have my chickpeas there. Most of these, some of them are ready, so I'll probably go through. I'll show you one. Probably go through. My fingers are dirty, guys. I'm just harvesting potatoes. So these guys are so sweet. It's actually sweeter than sweet peas. These sweet chickpeas when they're green. So I'm using them on one and whoops to take it out and show you. And they actually look like the brain. So these are super nice. So I have scattering of chickpeas, so I'm going to harvest those as well. Then I'm going to leave the corn stalk for a compost. I'm going to leave them, let them break them over winter. And then that's the last of it, all the pumpkin and the allotment. But there's some that's still left in the greenhouse, and I'll show you those. So we chopped down the squash that is running out here. It's too late now, it's not going to make it in time. And then the pumpkins inside, they don't seem to be ready yet. So you can see one there, and because they're covered by the greenhouse, I'm not going to force and harvest them early. So you can see I still have a couple more pumpkin. So with about 47 pumpkins so far, I still have some more pumpkin to go. So I didn't reach my 100, but I've done really well. You can see some, hopefully you can see some squash in the middle there, but I'm not squash hanging on right there. And I need to make a way to get in there, and there's squash down there, and there's a few more pumpkins around, guys. But these, I'm going to leave these. As I said, they are covered. It's just the pumpkin that is on top. Probably will not make it when the temperature changes. But the ones indoor will make it. So that's it, guys. Done most of the tidying up. Myself and a friend came to help. I show her legs. I won't show her face. She's there helping. And look at the amount of work we have done, guys. The garden looking, the allotment looking so much better. Ready for the next growing season almost. So we've done half of it. I've even put down some wood chip. So suppress the weed over winter. So guys, it's looking good. So this is where the pumpkins were just now. This is where the pumpkins were. I can see I've managed to clear it. And I can probably hear I'm breathing heavily because it's been a lot of work. A lot of work. So we're clearing those out. I'm gonna get some more wood chip in the pathway. Then I'm gonna cover these beds, but the corn, I'm gonna leave the corn right here. So these can break down and just nourish the soil as well. So yes, guys, the allotment is looking so much better than when we came. So until next time, guys, keep gardening. Bye bye.
Like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell.